Hello everybody, what's going on? LewisThePen here, back with another Clash of Clans video for you guys. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at some war attacks from the previous war. Like I did say in my live stream, it was a super good war, and we're going to go and check it out. So if we go into the war log, we're going to the previous war, and then we go over here. I want to show you my 2 attacks first, then we're going to show an attack from Tony and a Town Hall 10 3-star, then we're going to show a troll attack at the end. So 5 attacks in total in this video, hope you guys will enjoy it. So first, I attack number 4, I believe, yes I did. And this is my first attack, a clean hit on the Town Hall 11. It did have a scout before, but it didn't really do any damage or anything. All it did is load a CC, that's pretty much all it did. But yeah, so I came in with a Queen Walker at the top because I knew there wasn't many point defences up here. So there's 2 cannons here, an arch tower, and a little bit over here, but really not much. So I knew I could just Queen Walk the top of the base, no infernos to kill my queen or whatever, so easy enough. Even if there was a Tesla farm, there would only be like 1 spot there and a few by the builder, but I could just use a rage, clear it all out, and that would have been easy enough. So we've got the queen moving in now, just to make a funnel, because I am planning to send my kill squad down here. And the reason I used the jump spell instead of wall breakers is because there was a mortar and a wizard tower there and a lot of defences. I did not want to try and risk it, because if I did wall breaker fail, then the raid would be over, and I didn't really need to get a 3-star, so I just used my extra spell there. I only had to use 1 rage at the top for the queen. She walks out and gets 20% of the base, and as you see, funnels this side. So I do use the jump on the side tower, you'll see in a minute. Therefore my kill squad won't go down here and won't target the queen and run around the outside of the base. So we would go in and grab the town hall. So after that happens, we start sending our golem in with some baby dragons to funnel. I prefer baby dragons over wizards, especially with ground expos. And yeah, it's easy enough to funnel with them. So we drop our jump and the rest of our heroes and stuff down there in the middle of the base. Queen's still up at the top, gonna be fine, and then we pop our warden's ability. Unfortunately, the warden does go out, so we do miss the king, and that's why the king dies and we have to use his ability early. But that was okay because we did manage to get the 2-star. We did use our rage and our heal on the bowlers in the middle. They took out everything that we needed to take out, as well as the town hall. So we have a few bowlers around the outside. Really unlucky, these do hit a giant bomb in a moment, which I'm not sure if it was in the scout or not, but I didn't actually see it, so if it was, that's my bad. But they all hit a giant bomb right here and ripped all our bowlers just there. They do get taken out by the eagle as well. But at top, the queen is still up and still has 4 healers on her, I believe, and it's still got the queen ability. So 72% with the queen ability and 4 healers still up. The eagle not really going to do too much to her, going to hit her down to half health, but then she's going to get healed back up, and we're going to pop her ability in just a moment to make our way through the outside of this base. So yeah, we have a warden down at the bottom, not really going to do too much. Unfortunately, the queen does lose a few healers to this air defense, and that's the reason she died. But I mean, it's a 79% 2-star on a max 10 or 11. So the warden almost took down this clan castle, that's the word I was looking for. And unfortunately, the eagle does take him down just before he gets it. So that would have been an 80%, but he goes down. So sad times there. But I mean, an 80% 2-star pretty much on a max 10 11. What more can you ask for, really? So then my next attack, it was a completely different style of attack, but we do use a queen walk. So this time we use dragons because it is a weird base. So I send 1 loon here to test for air bombs, then drop our healers behind. Now my plan was actually for the queen to walk around the base, that's why I didn't bring wall breakers. But unfortunately she did go to the right hand side, but in the end that was kind of okay as well. So we rage up the queen real quick because there is a lot of defences here shooting the queen. Also the Grand Warden is actually very bad for queen walks, does so much damage in 1 shot, but it does kind of shoot slow. So there you go, got the queen making a funnel now, and also we have our king in the back to use in a bit. So our queen's walking around. Again, not many point defences in the same area, maybe down here would be a little issue, but she's going to attack them like 2 by 2 because she's going to take down these 2. And once the arch tower goes down, she's going to fight these 2 cannons. Once the cannon goes down, she's going to fight these 2 cannon and arch towers. So it's really not really a big issue. Again, no infernos to kill the queen. So these bases are pretty nice to queen walk. So I mean, up to a 20% now, the funnel has been made, and we still have a ton of stuff left. We also have a clone. Maybe I shouldn't have brought a clone because I do have a lot of balloons and stuff, but I did want to bring one anyway. So yeah, the queen walking around the base, going to drop the king in here at the top in a moment to take down that army camp, because it did kind of look like it could make the dragons go the wrong way, and also we had no other use for him really. So we did lose a healer there, and the expo is targeting the healers, but that's fine because I mean the queen's made a massive funnel, and if there's ever a chance we're going to get to a town hall, it is now. So we're going to go 2 times speed real quick, because all we do is drop our king, and use the queen's ability in a moment. So it's not really too much to do here. The queen does lose all the healers, king goes down, and there we go, we start dropping our dragons. I think I dropped the dragons a little too soon though, because the warden and all the balloons were too far behind. Then we earthquake in the middle, hit all the eagle, the town hall and stuff, do some damage to that. Nice warden ability there, literally getting everything. And the close spell did kind of fail. I did want to drop it on the loons, but unfortunately it only hit one dragon. So the ring base, the problem with this is all the balloons did go around the outside, and a few dragons did go to the town hall, but only one. And yeah, we did get 100% 1 star. It was a fresh attack, so I didn't know there was like corner testers and stuff, otherwise I would drop the queen up here. And no, there wasn't even one up there, so I probably would have changed my attack if I knew there was corner testers, and I did expect the testers in the core to drag the dragons in, to drag the dragons, yeah. So if there's a Tesla here, and you know, that would have been it pretty much. But if there was a few Teslas like around here and in the middle there, it would have made my dragons go into the town hall and probably grab the 2 star. So that was unfortunate, but we do manage to get a good % 1 star, and it was the best attack out of all the attacks we did on this base. Unfortunately, it was only a 1 star though. So now we're going to look at Tony's attack. Now he did hit a 2 star on number 1, which is the one we're going to be looking at. He did fail his second attack, but the reason we're going to be looking at this super clutch attack from Tony. He does use a queen walk, seeming like queen walks the meta right now. Everyone seems to be using a queen walk. I personally really like queen walks. They're one of my favourite attacks because you can funnel. You can do so much damage with the little value that the healers take, and you know, it's just a really good way to attack. So he's got his queen now making a funnel on the bottom, and that means all his king and everything is going to go in. Unfortunately, on the left hand side, sorry, the witches all do separate, and there's only one witch over there fighting the king, and in the middle his queen is going to go to the right, which is unlucky. Now because he did so much damage with these bobblers splash, the queen does walk around the outside, which at this point we were like, okay, he's not going to get the win. So the king does go down in the middle, taking down the Inferno though. Did waste a jump spell on the town hall, was looking for the 3 star, but yeah, at this point we were like, okay, he's nowhere near getting his town hall. But let's see what happens. So he's still got his queen's ability up, and he's got 1 healer on his bowlers, not really doing too much though. Actually healing the Grand Warden right now instead of the queen, which is kind of annoying. And I'm going to pop the queen's ability now, and because there is no other defenses over here, the bowlers are going to go for the Dark Elixir Storage, do splash, and take down the town hall in such a clutch attack. So somehow he did manage to get the 2 star. He probably couldn't have got any luckier with the bowlers doing splash on the town hall. I mean, who would have predicted that? That's just an insane attack. And then he just goes down here, I believe, or at the top, and not, yeah, he goes to the top with his Spirit Dragon, picks up final %, and gets a super clutch attack. So the next one we are going to be looking at is a 10v10 triple. Not a max 10, but pretty decently good 10. And he does go in the corner, does get a Troll Tesla, which kills a witch. Unfortunate there, but that is something that happened, and he has to deal with that. Again, a fresh attack, so he didn't know where the corner testers were, like on my one. Really nice jump spell. I did really like this jump spell, getting every compartment, and the second one does miss a little bit, but it still does its job. So yeah, he's got all this stuff going in now. Just going to watch it at 2 times speed like we're doing, and basically just going to swarm this base with his pretty high level heroes, almost max. Queen shooting over, getting that Inferno, very good for her. And yeah, just got a few witches around the outside. Again, corner Tesla at the bottom, and one over here, so they really do like their corner Teslas. And when the queen went down, it was a pretty close attack. But you see, he has got witches distracting the defenses on the outside, and I believe 2 bowlers in the middle, going to be able to clutch this attack. Also a wall opening here. I don't believe that was meant to be there, because there is a wall next to it, so I think that's like a mistake or something. May have actually won him the defense if that wall was in the right place. But I mean, look, 2 witches, right, clutching out this entire base. So somehow, no idea how, he does manage to do this. I mean, insane. So 2 witches are going to be able to fight the Tesla and the cannon one by one. If they were together, it would have been a loss for him for sure. But yeah, the witches do manage to win out the raid. Like if this cannon was a wizard tower or something, raid over. It's literally the smallest of margins which lose people these raids. And it was such a nice attack though, somehow did manage to get the win. So the final attack we're going to be looking at is a attack on number 39, a super max 10-11, going on defense. Somehow we're going to 3-star this. So we have Rising here. He does have a YouTube channel, link is in the sub box on my channel if you want to go check it out. And he is going to be doing an attack on the space. I mean, we did not want to use his attack on the space because he does have Telltale level troops, but unfortunately we didn't have anyone else to attack it, so you know, little easy wall for him, and let's just see how he does it. So he uses baby dragons, just going around your side, and easily enough going to be able to get the win. Could have used Barch probably to get the 3-star, but you know, baby dragons are more fun. And he's got some Valkyries, going to just use all his spells as well to just secure the win, and it looked pretty awesome. So we're going to watch it at 1 time speed, because there is only 23 seconds left, 21 now, and he has no troops, sorry, in the base yet. So somehow he's going to beat this in 20 seconds. Can he do it? Insane 20-second challenge. such a fast attack. I don't know how he does it. He's also got wall breakers. Don't think he's going to use them. Or he might, I'm not too sure. Didn't really look if he used the wall breakers last time. But yeah, he somehow just destroys this base. No idea how. Maybe this is the new meta attack, just spamming all your troops. Gonna somehow freestyle the max 10 or 11. An insane war for him, guys. But yeah, if we're going to the war results, we did manage to get a win. We did use more attacks. I'm not sure who didn't use their attacks on their team, so they had number 10. And a few other guys who left. Not really too important though. We used all our attacks apart from a Town Hall 9 and a few people at the bottom. So these are just fillers, not really going to do too much. And so yeah, pretty proud that we did use all our attacks. We did manage to have a good war, and it was pretty good. Apart from not too strong, number 2 was the only issue, and we couldn't manage to get the 3-star on this Town Hall 10. Even after we tried a lot of times, he did have a very good base. I'll show you this base if you want to copy it real quick. There we go, 2 seconds. So yeah, this is a really good base. Somehow it looks pretty easy, but it is actually a really good one. So if you want to go ahead and copy that, go ahead, take a screenshot on screen right now. And yeah, we're just going to show you my war loot bonus, because obviously I did attack 2 max 10 11s. It's their max loot you can get in a war. So if we go in here, 3, 2, 1, boom, 3 million loot. That is insane, guys. Also, we got a ton of clan XP. If we go into the war log, you see 600 XP compared to like 182 that we got before. And you know, winning these wars in the events, I believe there's 2 days left in the event. So yeah, we've got one war here, gonna be able to do. And at the end of the war, this one, we're going to be starting another one. The final war going to be a 50v50. Might do another war recap on that, but if we win these wars, going to get so much loot, and it's just going to be so good for everyone in the clan to upgrade their base and progress in the game. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you do want more war recaps, comment down below saying like war recaps or something, or just like the video. And depending on how many likes we get, I might do another war recap. So if we get about 70 likes, I'll say we will do another war recap sometime later this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed anyway. See you next time, guys. Peace out.